My friends, happy Monday to you. Intelligent progression is what a lady just told me. The result is of taking the bars off of the animal cracker box. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, a bunch of people over at some animal organization just instantly became radically offended on the fact that these animal crackers that you and I have been eating for the last 30 years with the little box and the string, remember when we were kids and we had those? They now have become radically offended. If you remember, like, this happened 2 years ago when all of a sudden a bunch of people became radically offended by the Confederate flag. Now, politicians had been walking in and out of government buildings for 50 years with the Confederate flag flying. Now all of a sudden one person steps up and says, "Hey, I'm offended," and everybody becomes offended. Well, now people are offended by the packaging of these animal crackers that you and I and that pretty much everybody watching this has been eating for the last 20, 30 years. Somebody became offended by something. But what's fascinating is a lady decided to come on, because I'm like, dude, this is really freaking bad. Like, this is bad. She came on and she talked about how this is progression. I want you to contemplate something for a second, my friends. Male suicide is at an all-time high. Obesity in America is at an all-time high. Depression and suicide amongst children is at an all-time high. Prescription drug abuse is at an all-time high. If you think taking bars off of a box of crackers is progression while children and men and women are killing themselves, while 51% of all marriages are ending in divorce, if you think we're progressing as a culture and a society by changing the packaging of crackers or taking down a flag, I invite you to come back to planet Earth and take a look around. If you claim moral victory because we changed the packaging of this oppressive cookie that I myself have been eating and you have probably been eating for 30 years while your children are in the back popping Xanax like they're Skittles, or more importantly, you're walking down the path of divorce, I invite you to wake the fuck up. If you think a moral victory and showing progression as a culture is changing the packaging of animal crackers while children and men and women are killing themselves at an alarming rate, while drug use is at an all-time high, I invite you to come back from whatever planet it is that you're living on and come back to reality for a second. Moms and dads aren't present at home, which is why kids are killing themselves. Moms and dads aren't talking amongst themselves, which is why mom's popping Xanax at an alarming rate while dad's out doing what dad's doing, and then they end up divorced going, "We don't know what happened. We don't know why little Johnny decided to go shoot up a school. Granted, we haven't had a conversation with him in 8 months, but he has an iPad. We communicate through text message." My friends, if you believe that progression as a culture and a society is happening by changing the packaging of cookies or taking down a flag, sweet Jesus, we are in for a really interesting ride. God bless America.